I want to talk about Kenny Porter. He had an interview with the Boxing Voice, and he was saying some things on there, man. It was kind of interesting to me, man. He was basically shitting on Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. He said his son punked out Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Now, what Danny Garcia had his post-fight interview after the Rios fight, he did say he did ask Shawn Porter to spar, which is weird and bizarre. Why would you ask a motherfucker to spar for free when you can actually have the fight with the guy and get paid for it? So I thought Kenny Porter had a good point on that. Why would you ask Shawn Porter to spar you and you're not getting any money to get punched in the head, but you can ask the man to fight and you can fight in the ring and get paid? So to me, Danny just don't want no parts of Shawn Porter. Because when you look at that Rios fight, Rios was putting pressure on him, and Danny don't really do good with pressure, man. If you look at the last 3 rounds of that Lamont Peterson fight, if you look at the last 3 rounds of the Zab Judah fight, he do not like, or he can't really handle you putting pressure on him and him going backwards. And Shawn Porter will be in his face all night. Now, I'm not saying that he can't win the fight against Shawn Porter. I think that's still a 50-50 fight. But I believe that Danny and his father believes that that's a really tough fight for Danny, and Danny could possibly lose that fight. But as far as Kenny Porter talking about Keith Thurman, last time I checked on BoxRec, Keith Thurman beat your son. Keith Thurman beat Shawn Porter already. So for you to say Keith Thurman got punked out by your son, Shawn Porter, to me is ludicrous. I mean, y'all talking like Keith Thurman has not been in a ring with your son and has not beat your son. And to me, the fight was 8-4. In my opinion, the fight was 8-4. Yeah, Shawn Porter put some pressure on Keith Thurman. He smothered most of his punches most of the night. Keith Thurman had the most, to me, glaring hard shots, combinations. Yes, Shawn Porter went to the body, but I gave Shawn Porter maybe 4 rounds in that fight, man. Four hard rounds in that fight. To me, Keith Thurman won the fight. And for you to say that Keith Thurman is scared of your son, because they already been in the ring and they sparred before. We even seen video of them sparring before. So Kenny Porter, I mean, you delusional when it come to Keith Thurman. You got a point when it come to Danny, but you're delusional when it come to Keith Thurman, because Keith Thurman has already beat your son. So if Keith Thurman want to give him a rematch, it's up to Keith Thurman, because he gave your son a shot at the title already. He gave your son a shot to fight him already, and your son lost. So now he can get back to the back of the line and wait, because there's other people that Keith Thurman can fight, like Earl Spence, like when Terrence Crawford handled his business against Jeff Horn. You know, Jesse Vargas. Jesse Vargas can get a fight. Devin Alexander can get a fight. It's other people that can get a fight other than your son. Danny has to wait. He beat Danny Garcia. I don't understand what's up with these two fathers. Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter fathers are so delusional. Like, Keith Thurman has not been in the ring with their son already. He beat your son. Now, why don't Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter go seek a fight with Earl Spence to try to get that title, to try to win that title? Because right now, Keith Thurman still has not announced his opponent for his comeback fight. And then after that, I don't know what he's gonna do after that, but I don't see why he has to give Danny Garcia or Shawn Porter a rematch. Now, Shawn Porter is mandated as the number 1 contender for Keith Thurman belt, but they also said that Rios and Danny Garcia was going to be mandated for Keith Thurman belt. So I don't know who's mandated for the man belt. Let them two fight each other. Let them two fight each other for the true number 1 spot. Let Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter fight for the true number 1 spot for Keith Thurman. Then, to me, Keith Thurman don't have to fight both of them again. Fight the winner of who wins between those two. Because if I was Keith Thurman, I wouldn't fight both of them again. It's not, look, you got other matches out there. Fight the winner of Danny and Shawn Porter. And that takes that away. that takes one of them guys away. Take one of them guys away by fighting one of them. And then Shawn Porter approached Keith Thurman and said he's holding up the division. No, he's not holding up the division. He already made it clear he's coming back to fight a tune-up fight. So Shawn Porter, you were not going to be the tune-up fight. You were not going to be the first fight So if you know you're not going to be the first fight, you or Danny, y'all should be getting y'all own opponents. Like, don't wait on Keith Thurman and say he's holding up the division. No, go get another opponent or fight each other. Why would you wait for another man to see what he gonna do? Because eventually, if you do what you're supposed to do, you will get the rematch. If both of y'all do what y'all supposed to do, y'all will get the rematch. So I don't understand how y'all saying the man holding up the division. Errol Spence should get him another opponent. I know he got a date coming up. So Errol Spence handling his business, he getting another opponent. He said he was not going to wait on Keith Thurman, which is good. Look, you don't wait on him and sit back and get rusty. What you're not going to fight for a year, Shawn Porter, because you're going to wait on him. You're going to wait on the sideline for Keith Thurman and not going to fight a year and then come into the fight with Keith Thurman and you haven't fought a year, then you lose and say, oh, I was rusty because I was waiting and it's your own fault that you're waiting. Y'all dudes crazy, man. Y'all should go ahead and fight each other. Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter go ahead and fight each other, man. That's a nice fight right there. That's a nice, really good fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't, even the loser gonna be able to fight for fight for another title anyway. Because y'all not gonna do nothing but have a round robin between the five of y'all. Those are all 5 good potential fighters that we can have some good potential fights, man. Some epic fights. No, you don't have to wait on Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman got to get himself together. And after his tune-up, we don't know what Keith Thurman going to do after his tune-up. And, like, if he going to fight his tune-up, if Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter fight, and then he could fight the winner of that for his next fight, and then he could fight Shawn Porter. He could fight Errol Spence after that. Or Terrence Crawford. Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, one of them. So, like I said, man, Keith Thurman is not holding up the welterweight division. Now, you're going to hold yourself up by trying to wait on Keith Thurman. Yeah, we understand that he got 2 belts. Who wouldn't want to fight for 2 belts? But long as you do what you got to do, that fight going to be there. You're going to get the fight. So, man, that's all I wanted to say, man. I just wanted to let me know what y'all think, man. This is Boss Talk 8576. I'm out.